Good evening, Rusk enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, 'cause it's time for the abnormal barders. Tonight we have quite a lot of skins because it's a big rush store. 14 skins in total, 9 abnormal skins and 5 regular skins. Now, you probably sat there and you don't have a clue what I just referenced, so don't worry. If you want to learn more about abnormals very quickly, consider looking in the description right now and consider watching the first top 2 videos. The first video is a 60-second short video which will very briefly showcase what abnormal skins are. In short, they are skins that become marketable before the rush store even rotates. And with that, well, you can figure out prices beforehand, race to put those barders down as soon as possible, and then potentially in the future, you're the guy that picks these skins up for a much cheaper price and flips them for some sweet, delicious profit. It's as simple as that. Now, if that's not enough to you, if you want to be able to identify abnormals, if you want to be able to understand when specifically they become marketable, because it does change twice in a year, once a year, you'll understand in a bit. Basically, consider watching the second video in the description, and you will then be able to learn everything there is to abnormals. It's about 20 minutes long, but like I said, you'll learn everything that I know, and from there on, you can also take part in trying to make some, lovely bit of profit. Because when it comes to doing abnormals, you get those barders down and you can see how high the barders go up to afterwards. You can see if these skins actually have a good chance in actually retaining their value. And then you'd probably feel a lot more confident in actually wanting to buy the skins as investments. So as you see this play out, you'll realise by the end of this video, I think we got some pretty interesting skins that we personally might want to consider buying. So shall we now jump in, discuss prices, and talk about the potential future for these skins as well. Alright then, so let's get started. Let's talk about the Black Ops Revolver. So, as I said, when we first saw that, it immediately became the cheapest revolver because, well, if you take a look at revolver skins, every single one of them, you might notice every single one of them is, it's doing good. Every single one of them is in the positive. Get a good look at that. So, immediately we're feeling very confident. A lot of people seem to have jumped onto this and bought it because this is now the highest ever selling revolver skin we've ever had. And you might sit there and feel alarmed, a bit shocked. You thought, oh no, it's oversaturated. It has 19,000 subscribers. It's not that much. So, all right, fair enough. It's not too much of a problem. Will it still potentially go up in price? I'm still feeling confident in that. But just to remind you, the second I saw that in the rush store, I bought 100 of them. And at the end of the night, I might be buying more. So let me just go through all the details. That is the first black revolver we have had with a useful red aim sight. We never saw a blackout revolver. We never saw a Dragon Rage revolver. We never saw a Black Diamond revolver. But we do have a Black Ops revolver. Now, I also want to quickly bring up this collection. It's been doing okay. It survived the worst of it seems, and by the worst of it I quite literally mean I don't think we're seeing skins go down much worse than we already have. So I should also point out, over the course of this weekend, we do have a brand new SAP right there on the workshop. Mr. Holodno, Mr. Kolotinsky, they're still producing some very nice looking skins, and potentially on the horizon maybe more. Clothing and armour, deplorables, we shall see. It's in their hands, but I feel confident they'll be able to pull it off. They've produced a lot of very interesting skins in the past, so with what we're currently looking at here, yes, it might have sold the most, but clearly there's also a lot of interest. And I honestly think, regardless, I think it's doing perfectly fine. You also might question, Hedge, what's the likelihood that we're going to see a lot more revolvers being produced and potentially accepted this year? Even if we saw 5, I still feel like it would be a perfectly fine skin. I still feel like it will manage to retain itself and do pretty good. And I don't think we'll be seeing 5. As you can see, over the past years, not that many. Before, we used to get a lot, but yeah, Facepunch just isn't that keen on them anymore. So, okay, I don't feel panicky. I feel confident. What am I going to offer for that? Well, I think I'll probably be going all in, and I think I'll probably do between $1.70 to $2.20. I think that is going to do a very good job of retaining its value. At worst, I do imagine it might drop off a fair bit, but even then, I still think it's going to be doing very, very good. Revolvers, over the past years, have been very reliable, and like I said, whilst they do get quite a lot of usage, Facepunch just doesn't want to accept them that much. So I'm very pleased to see that this was accepted, and I'm very pleased that I think it's looking to still be in a perfectly fine spot, and I don't think we'll see anything that compares to it. Maybe we'll see another attempt with Black Diamond Collection, or another attempt with the Blackout Collection at some point, probably, but we'll see. As of now, it's interesting, it's special, and summer, well, it's just around the corner now, and as I said, I think prices have already reached their lowest point. So, okay, fair enough, we'll leave it at that. It's $1.70 to $2.20. That's what I'm doing. Let's move on. Neon Honey Box. Let's just quickly immediately point out that we do see a collection continuation. Over the past weekend, we saw 5 different collection continuations for Garage 5 collection continuation garage doors. So it does have competition. I saw Death Metal garage door. I saw Sunken garage door. I saw a Blinds garage door. I even saw a Rat King garage door. It's actually called Rat's Den. But either way, I still think that's a fairly decent chance of actually being accepted. But it's not just that, though. There's other, like, bee-themed garage doors that have been submitted and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. But yes, with the update, that is the cooking update, with all the bees and whatnot, people have clearly shown signs that they do appreciate this large box. Now, if I could just quickly hop over to here with the 48-hour analysis, every single Saturday, I'm always making assumptions in regards to how much each of these skins will sell. When it came to the Revolver, we seemed to be perfectly fine, because I suggested between 18 to 21,000. But with the Neon Honey large box, 17 to 20,000 was my suggestion there. Well, hopping back over to here, yeah, it's just basically nestled itself perfectly there. This is one of the highest selling large box skins we've had in the past, like, couple of years. Most of the skins last year only did like around 15,000 subscribers and less. This one has already surpassed it. So I am a little bit concerned immediately, because I'm like, well, are we actually going to see more of these bee-themed skins being accepted? Because last week, there was so many options that could have been accepted, but literally just this one was accepted. Just that. So over the course of March, will we have more honey? Will we have more bees? Will we have more beekeeper stuff? I don't know. It's up to Face Punch or call. So I'm a little bit concerned. Now you might notice over the past like years, a couple of years or so, we've had quite a lot of collection continuations. But even then, quite a lot of these skins have dropped off pretty badly. So what am I going to do? What am I do right now? I think I'm going to play it safe. I think I'm going to do 80 cents to 120. I'm a bit unsure, but people do happen to like it. You know what? I think I might bump it up a little bit more. I think I'm going to do 90 cents to $1.30. I can imagine it'll drop off. I can imagine that'll likely happen for a while. But as we approach the summertime, I do hope we see more of these bee-related skins, and I do hope it works out quite nicely. If you want to offer more, be my guest, offer some more. I'm just unsure. All right. When it came to the primitive update, we did continuously see more like primitive medieval themed skins being accepted. So I'm optimistic for it still. Maybe you might want to push up to $1.50 perhaps, but that's up to you, right? That's up to you. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Let's now move on to the AK-47. So literally the previous week, we had that $5 AK, which ended up not selling that much. As you can see, it did 7,268 subscribers. It hasn't done a very good job of maintaining its price. It's not dramatically down bad, but as of now, it's not super great. But that's sort of like next to nothing. And in the future, as time goes on, that could easily rebound and go up in price and end up actually becoming quite valuable. So over to here, this has sold basically double, and it's almost the same price. So I'm looking at this AK and I'm thinking, all right, so it's another somewhat black AK. It's quite shiny. It looks nice, factory new. I get it. It's good. It's nice. But is this actually going to be like a collection, or is this going to be something that's completely independent? Because this very skin, Bad Trip himself has made the Black Gold collection. Bad Trip himself has made the recent Black Diamond collection. Are you making another one? All right, well, okay, we'll see what becomes of that. But just remember, when we saw the Black Diamond AK-47, that sold for $4.49, and that sold quite a fair bit as well. And if we just look at his skins of the past, we'll see how that progressed. So as I'm looking, yep, that did 17,400 subscribers, and it did go down a price initially for the quite a considerable amount of time. So let's just quickly give this a look, and as you can see, it went down. For most of the summer, it wasn't doing too good. It actually peaks up quite nicely around August. And then from there, it just kind of casually, graciously, slowly rises up in price. Post-Christmas, big jump. And then since then, it's gone down a fair bit. By the time we reach the summer again this year, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back up. It's a lovely looking skin, and it's got a lot more skins to it now in its collection. Clothing and armour, and a deplorable sleeping bag. So could that happen all over again with this skin right here? We shall see. But, that Black Diamond AK did drop off initially in the beginning. So, what am I going to offer with that? I think I'm going to do $1 and $2. Yep, that's how I'm going to approach it. Will we see more of this in the future? Keep your ears open. Keep your eyes peeled. If you want to play it even safer, do $1 to $1.50. You know how most AKs drop off in price. I get it, I know. But it did do 14,000 subscribers, and that's not like hardly anything. That is actually quite normal. So, there could be quite a lot of these on the Steam market. You might want to consider playing it safe if you're just really not that bothered. But yeah, $1 to $2 is probably how I'm going to approach it. Let's move on. Let's now talk about the Frog Fridge. All right, then. So, with the Frog Fridge, it is the first fridge to be accepted in comparison with the, basically, the first fridge skin to be accepted with this brand new update. Now, I have noticed a lot of fridge skins have started to actually go down in price now. So initially, there was a lot of speculation. A lot of people bought out these fridges, but I have noticed prices starting to go down. I'm more curious now what's going to happen in the summertime with the expected tons of kids out of school and whatnot. How high will the player counts be around then as well? That's another consideration. Because right now, today, we only peaked at 137,000. Yeah, it's not been super crazy, but still much better compared to what we've seen in the past with previous year's marches. But yeah, this seems to have calmed down very quickly with this month. Anyway, back over to here. Looking at that fridge in particular, it is one of the cheapest fridges we currently have because it's quite literally the newest, and it's actually the top five. It is literally the 5th highest ever selling fridge skin we've ever had. But of course, this has come out after all the hype, after all the speculation. So I'm looking at it, making considerations. Is the Frog Collection even in demand? We take one quick look at that. And you've got the door doing better. Okay, that's nice to see. Chair, could you improve as well? Furnace, help me out. I'm looking at the fridge, and I think I'm probably going to play it reasonably safe. I'm going to offer between $1.20 to $1.80. I'm going to do that, $1.20 to $1.80, because I'm not 100% sure it's going to be A-OK. It's a bit ugly. It's a frog. But it glows in the dark quite nicely and whatnot. Hey, maybe we'll see a lot more Frog Deplorables slowly get accepted every other year, because that seems to be the case. There's like a couple acceptances, and then, all right, that's it. Let's wait till next year. So, table, locker, garage door, cheap minute double door, don't know. Keep an eye on it. It's still happening. It's still getting acceptances, so all right, fair enough. But I'm going to play it somewhat safer. I can imagine it'll drop off a fair bit. I don't know if the interest in fridges is going to maintain from here and now strongly until like the summertime. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, $1.20 to $1.80. Moving on, we have the Good Lord face mask and chest plate. A very nice, pristine, regal gold design. Good Lord. All right, anyway, looking at it, it's nice and shiny. Not sure if it's for everybody, but I will point this out. Boots and gloves have been produced. Give that a good look. Look at those embedded jewels. Very nice. Very, very lavish and interesting. But then I have to bring this up. Over the past 2 weeks, we have seen a lot of road sign gloves and boot submissions. If I could just look at the most recent skins. Oh, it's all there anyway. So you got Good Lord, Gold Lord, sorry. Then you got the Fallen, and then you got Barbarian. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that is quite some strong competition. Now, if I could go to most recent. I mean, there's some other funny ones, but you can see like the legit submissions here. So there's 3 active collections now with boots and gloves on the workshop. Which one's going to get accepted? I don't know. Regardless, for any of them, if we do see those continuations happening, yes, you'd imagine there'll be a Spike and Man, Spike and Bryce. Yes. So, okay, $2.49 each. It is. This kind of came out of nowhere, by the way. I didn't really notice it that much until it actually got accepted. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% confident. That's the problem. So, Hedge, how are you going to approach it? 80 cents to $1.20. Yep. I'm not 100% sure if that is definitely going to flourish nicely and whatnot. And I can't help but assume, I don't know, maybe we'll see Fallen 3 weeks in a row. We'll get the boots and gloves at the very next rush store tomorrow. Maybe we see the return of the Barbarian skins. Maybe we get something completely different. Don't know. Maybe they take a break, because you know what? That was a lot of clothing and armor skins. If you've seen rush stores in the past, Face Punch would go weeks without accepting clothing and armor skins for some strange reason. So who knows what we're going to see tomorrow? But I'm not 100% sure if it'd be Gold Lord. But it could be. That's the annoying thing. So if I'm not 100% sure, I play it safer. If you feel more confident, you're for more. That's up to you. But you could always do this. You could put a barter down, wait and see what the result is tomorrow. If it's not to your liking, remove the barter and put down a new one. You could do that if you want to. So I'm going to do 80 cents to $1.20. I'm going to leave it at that. Sheet metal door, clan-based sheet metal door. So Mr. Gazaru, I don't think he made a submission this past weekend. No, maybe he's not even around. Maybe he doesn't even realise that got accepted. Anyway. Will we see more clan-based skins being produced now that we got the sheep in the door finally accepted? Yeah. I would like him to consider making like a farm-related door. Like, you know, with all this brand new content, surely you should reflect it. Put it on a sheep in the door. Just saying, that'd be pretty sweet. It's nice. People do like it. I'm fully well aware. I've seen some people just outright say, hey, Hedge, I like this skin. It's cool. Oh, okay, fair enough. Then we could also just quickly consider how many sheep in the doors we had so far this year. This is the third. Last year, at this point, March time, I think we already had like 8 sheep in the doors accepted. I don't know if we're going to be seeing a ridiculous amount of sheep in the doors this year, or rather, we could still see that happen, just not as much. Last year, we got 42 skins in total. Maybe this year we only end up with like, I don't know, 34. It's still a lot. Anyway, all those sheep in the doors over the past year, they have not really worked out very nicely. You are an anomaly. You are part of a well-established collection that people enjoy. You seem to have been bought out with the arrival of the fridge. And then over to here, that's basically it out of all the 2024 skins that are in the positive. Oh dear. And you look at the last year before that. So then we had Bombshell, Pirate, Brutalist, Adobe. Oh wow, $4. Are you being manipulated? Hold on a second. Is that a buyout? Oh wow. Oh wow. That's actually been working out very nicely. And that's only just caught my eye. Is that like actual legitimate interest? Kind of, it seems. Okay, keep an eye on that then. At least you're aware of it now. Anyway. There's so many sheep in the doors in existence, so much to compare to. And this collection, when you look at all of it, it doesn't appear to be very in demand. So I am a fair bit concerned. And with that, I'm probably going to do 70 cents to $1, all right? 70 cents to $1. Oh, he's been using it a lot lately. Thank you very much, Mr. Shiftless. So it's the Wildrum effect, basically. Right then, so yeah, 70 cents to $1. I would like to see more skins being produced, but he hasn't shown signs of it, so we're going to have to work around that. Pie Furnace, a sweet, delicious, interesting design. Now, there's one very interesting detail about this. It hasn't sold that much. Second lowest skin to sold this week, but just want to bring this up over to here. A large box was produced. 2 different versions, non-glow and glow. I lean more towards hoping to see the glow-in-the-dark version, looking ever so nice, crusty and delicious. Sweet, sweet, sweet pie. Right, so that has only done 8,600 subscribers. Compare that to the other furnaces we've seen so far this year. The other furnaces sold twice as much. Yep. So, 17,500 subscribers, 17,500 subscribers, 8,600. Wow. When you look at a lot of the furnaces from the previous year, almost 19,000, just over 15,000. That only got 7,000. That got 12,400. This got 15,000. Yeah, on average, a lot of these skins actually sold quite a fair bit. So the Pie Furnace, with it currently being an active deployable collection and only getting 8,700 subscribers, just go with that. Yeah, it's not looking too bad for it. There are no guarantees that it will definitely get acceptances. I did ask Mr. Himmick, the skin creator, you know what would be pretty cool? A pie vending machine. You know, just dispense pie. And he seems to be actually invested into it. So, all right, there probably is still more pie to come, and I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. What would you like to see? Pie locker? I like to dress up as pies, as you see. I don't know, but I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see more. So if you're looking at that and thinking, you know what, Hedge, I could see what you're saying. It's going to probably end up with like 20 listings on the Steam market. And with that, if we do see a collection continuation, that can easily get bought out. I think I'm going to do 90 cents to $1.30 in that one. It's a $2 skin, and that's pushing up to a little bit more interest, you know. It's pushing up to higher than the halfway point. But there are no guarantees, just remember that. Regardless, it'll make your base smell ever so nice. All right, cool. And then we have the Hyper SAR. Hyper SAR has had a collection continuation, but Mr. Deadeye's kind of like, I don't know. Like, he got the gradient colour design accepted for the SAR, that's cool. But then he just randomly puts out 3 different versions? Okay, I mean, sure. It's a nice looking Thompson regardless. It's just, maybe it's going to be that one. Anyway, I don't fully know what's going to happen next in regards to if we do see those continuations, because he's been working on this for a while. It's not just this that you see here. There's also pump shotguns, and I think he had a previous version before all of this. Anyway, back over to here. So, with what I see here, it's fine, but it hasn't sold that much, and that, well, would show signs of not that much interest, unfortunately. And then you look at SAR skins in general, and that's not really showcasing that much interest, unfortunately. Oh, no. Oh, dear. So, yeah, that's going to probably be 60 cents to 80 cents. Sorry to say. But yeah, I don't have that much trust in it if other people don't have that much trust in it. I don't want to be the one that picks them all up for a high price and then is struggling to sell them to get my money back. No. So, we'll leave it at that then. So with all the abnormals out of the way, we can now talk about the regular skins. The skins that only become marketable when the Rustle rotates tomorrow. So let's now talk about that. Ultramarine boots and gloves. Are they okay with their sales? My verdict is, it's fine. It's not that far off. They have sold what appears to be a fair bit more. A little bit more compared to like hoodie pants and tier 3. But it does appear to match up quite nicely with the tier 2. overall, if this collection remains in demand, which based on what we currently see right now, where most skins are kind of at a low point, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad whatsoever. I think it could actually work out quite nicely. I think the gloves would probably be appreciated more than the boots. So I'm going to sit here and say, I think I actually might consider buying a few of those just in case. I think it looks reasonably okay. Now, the skin creator, he didn't make an ultramarine skin this week, but would you be surprised if we see a backpack? Would you be surprised if we see a jacket? Would you be surprised if he delves into weapons more? I won't be surprised. So, I think with the boots and the gloves, you could do between 80 cents to 90 cents for both of them. I think it'll work out nicely. The summer is ahead of us, and I think people will look at that and say, that looks cool. And hopefully they don't mistakenly believe it glows in the dark. The clothing and the armour does not glow, all right? Just confirming that right now. So yes, 80 cents to 90 cents for both of those. It's totally fine, but I think I might go buy some for myself. Cool. Let's now talk about the Fallen hoodie and pants. So just a little bit earlier, we did point out that the Fallen hoodie and pants could potentially get a continuation the very next restore. The boots and gloves have been submitted. I've already made a short video showcasing these as well. So much like the arrival of the very surprising arrival of the hoodie and pants, if we see boots and gloves tomorrow, that's going to spike a price very quickly. So with the tier 2 from the previous week, that all just doubled in price like that. That worked out very nicely. So, okay, cool. Now, we have the concerns now of, has this sold too much in comparison to the tier 2? My verdict is no. It's basically perfect. These are kind of sitting at around almost 11,000 subscribers. These are at 11,000 subscribers. At worst, by tomorrow, we might see some more sales. Oh my, it might push up to 11,500. 500 difference and you're complaining? No, it's fine. That's totally normal. Like, look at what happened to the Ultramarine collection. The tier 2 sold like 12 to 13,000 compared to the tier 3, which did like 10,500. That's like a few thousand difference. But then we got those clothing pieces and it just went back in price, back and down regardless. So that's still fine. If we see boots or gloves, if we see a tier 3, do you feel confident it's going to happen? What do you reckon? I feel reasonably confident. I think I might go buy some hoodie and pants myself. And of course, regardless, if we don't see it, at least I got my Halloween costume for this year. So, all right, boots and gloves. Maybe. I don't know. But Barbarian clothing and armor could get it. Gold Lord could get it. Fallen could get it. We shall see. Now I'll talk about the Alistair's Biscuits garage door. It was a fun, silly looking design. Mr. Stabby, he didn't make a continuation, did he? I didn't see it, no. But he did reference that he has ideas. We need to see those ideas. So maybe he needs to go warm himself up. It's been a while. He hasn't been actively making skins that much, but this was accepted. He was very happy. He's still been talking about, like, he's still around. I just haven't noticed him as much. I'll just point that out. So it's in his hands, but we haven't seen that collection continuation yet. This is selling at the standard price. I'm looking at this and I'm questioning it a lot. I think it would be appreciated reasonably in the future. I just don't know if the biscuit joke's going to stick around. I mean, I think it'll fare better. It didn't sell an insane amount. It only did 13,000 subscribers. And for that, I was actually expecting it to do between 14 to 17,000. It sold less than what I was expecting. I think I'm just going to do 70 cents to $1. Yeah. How many garage doors have actually gone down to less than $1? Let's also take that into consideration. I want to quickly look at this. So this is selling for the standard $1.49 price. I suggested only going up to about $1. But if we go to lowest price right now, the cheapest garage doors, you can't count the Twitch drops. It's 83 cents Love Nest. Really? The cute pug dogs? And the cat. That's the cheapest? Really? Really? Wow, okay then, that's a big surprise. Then you got like the holiday skins, understood, Easter, Christmas, and you got like that bike one there. So no, I don't think you'll see this go down less than $1. I think that'll be fine. So yeah, 70 cents to $1 is what I'm going to approach. Hopefully it works out nicely in the future. Right, so that is basically everything. And we probably want to wrap this up because I've got to go prepare myself for my buy orders now. Right, so we'll talk more about things we might potentially see in the future, but at the very least, as of tomorrow, premium servers should be in the game. So, all right, cool. That might be interesting. We'll probably see quite a lot of people jumping in just to see how that is. Will we see another 200,000 based on what we saw with the past weekend? Don't know, but we could be optimistic, right? We shall see. All right, then. So let's now skip ahead and do those buy orders. I unfortunately didn't have enough time. Well then, I guess we'll do the AK for the third one. It usually takes like 10 seconds for a skin to appear anyway, so maybe don't have to rush too much, Hedge. Right, let's go get that furnace as well. Go on then, let's go try our best. Revolver. Hello. Oh wow. Oh my. Oh, that was quick. Okay, that's got a lot of bars. Yes, it does. Wow, wow, wow. That has happened. Cool. So, yeah, that's already got bars pushing up to like $2 already. Yeah. What? You probably weren't fast enough. And that's already got a lot of bars. That's got bars already at like $1.30. Okay. Cool. Can I have a chance, please? Can I have a chance? Guess I won't put down that many bars then if I'm not going to be the fastest. It is what it is. I can't complain too much. I wasn't prepared. It's my own fault. So, all right, then we got decent amount of bars there. There's a decent amount of bars. So what did I suggest? $1 to $1.30. So I'm going to go do this. I'll just go put down 40. And I'll go to here, pie furnace. And, yeah, wow, people don't seem that keen for pie. Honestly, guys, if we get that continuation, it's in a very good spot. So I'll just go and insert myself over to here. Come on, grab it, finish it. Let's go. Come on, move on. I'll go get that nice little spot there. Right then. So, yeah, I I don't want to sit here and grab all these on the video. So what I'll do is I'll just skip ahead now. So let's go do that. And we're back. It's been over an hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at all these skins and suggest, what potentially might be a nice, interesting thing to consider buying. And based on the support we see here with this revolver, yeah, looks pretty good. So there's one little problem, but I'll talk about that in a bit. This here, it's in the Rustle right now, selling at $2.49. And it's got bars going all the way up to $2.40. Look at all those bars. Like, people just skipped the dollar and just went all the way up to $1.50, all the way up to $2, and all the way up to $2.40. So if you're going to sit there and say, oh, I'm not sure still, there might be problems, it's got bars literally like 10 cents off the Rustle price. That does look like it's going to retain its value for the foreseeable future. One noticeable problem, though, someone's gone ahead and already listed 29. Now, as I said, 19,000 subscribers, and it's not an absurd amount. When I look at subscriber counts, when I see it go up to and above 30,000, that's when I start to worry about oversaturation. I think someone's just doing a little bit of a fear tactic, trying to intimidate you to consider selling to the highest buy holders. Lo and behold, they're probably the guys with the highest buy holders. So don't be fooled by it. And I wouldn't even look to consider trying to sell it as soon as possible. Wait until the summer. See how things turn out around then. But for the foreseeable future, yes, that definitely looks like it has the support. Yes, I'm probably going to go buy a few more of those myself. Right, moving on then, we have the Frog Fridge sitting at $2.49 as well, but noticeable difference, yeah, the bars, they basically stop at around $1.50. People want to play it safe, fair enough. Now there is a $1.60 bar here that's looking pretty strong, and I think that's me. Yeah, it is me. So if you have faith in fridges, and if you think, well, surely Hedge, people are using them a lot more, right? It's more justification to own skins. That is one of the cheapest fridges currently in the game right now. So it's approachable. But do you reckon we might start seeing some Twitch drop fridges and whatnot? Do you reckon that might cause some issues and some problems in the future? We shall see. But that right there, as of now, if you really wanted to go ahead and grab some of them, you could probably save yourself 50 cents and simply go offer $2 for them. Yeah, you'll probably save quite a lot of money if you wanted to do that. Because at some point, will it ever go down below its Rustle price? Wouldn't be surprised. Would it crash and burn? No, I think it'll probably land around $2. So you can probably pick them up for 50 cents cheaper. And give it a year or so, will that be much higher in price? Well, it didn't sell too ridiculously, but still became the 5th highest ever fridge skin. But there wasn't that many in circulation for pretty much all of them. And with the recent hype, they all easily went up in price. So that right there, we'll see how it goes. But I think you could just stick with doing a barter. Now over to here with the Neon Honey box, this did sell quite a fair bit. As I said, it's sold quite a fair bit more compared to all the other large boxes like last year. And, well, we are aware of collection continuation. We are aware that there were more bee-related and honey-related skins that were submitted to the workshop. Could that still give that a bit of a boost? We shall see. But the barter's only got to $1.30. So if you're going to sit there and say, Hedge, I think I actually genuinely want to buy some of them, I think you could probably just put down like a $1.80 barter, $2 barter, save yourself at least 50 cents. That definitely seems achievable. So, all right, if that's how you want to go about it, sure. But if you just want to go buy one for yourself, by all means, treat yourself. Go buy it, support the skin creator, and in the future, maybe we'll start seeing a lot more Neon Honey skins being produced. So, alright, cool. Moving on, we have the factory new AK, selling in a Rust store right now at $4, but the barders, they only go up to basically like $1.50. Oh no, what happened? People just don't have enough faith in it. So plenty of barders just over $1, and quite a decent amount around $1.50, and that basically stops there. Is this going to retain its $4 price? I don't think so. It did sell 14,000 as of now, 14,000 subscribers. Like, that is not a ridiculously low number. That is not a ridiculously low number. That's like a perfectly average amount, and I do worry for this. But listen, if people refuse to sell their skin, at below a certain price, it could end up going up in price because, people with the barders get fidgety. They get anxious, like, oh, wait, hang on a minute, is it actually kind of valuable? I should do a new barder. Like, that can happen. Certain skins in the past have risen up in price, purely based on the fact that people that own them refuse to sell them at a certain price. So, we'll see how that turns out. Now, over here, we have the Gold Lord face mask and chest plate. These are currently selling for $2.49, but I did point out there's quite a lot of competition right now for boots and gloves and various other bits and pieces for clothing and armour. This only has barders going up to $1.30, and yeah, that's fine. That basically was the expectation. We'll see what happens next. Tomorrow, listen, if tomorrow we see those boots and gloves, yeah, I might remove my barder and put down a stronger barder for sure, because that very likely will be cleaned out. It only has gone just over 10,000 subscribers, and yeah, it's doing good. It is doing good. It's just we need to see those continuations, otherwise it will just still go down in price. So if you're looking at that and thinking, Hedge, I want to buy some, again, $2, you could honestly just do like a $1.80 barder, $1.70. You very likely will be picking up a lot of them in the future. So if that's how you want to go about it, that's up to you. But if we don't see those continuations, you probably don't want to keep that barder. All right then. Pie Furnace, as I said, hasn't really sold that much, half compared to the previous two furnaces that we've had so far this year. And we might see continuations. We might start seeing a lot more pie. We hope to see that. Now, this is selling for a $2 price, and it's got barders going up to about $1.30. That was what was suggested. It is past the halfway point. That does look good. Honestly, if you really wanted to buy some, go offer a $1.50 barder. But if you think, hang on a minute, didn't sell that much, maybe it will work out quite nicely. Again, if you really want it for yourself, go buy it. But if you're thinking, could I get it for cheaper? I think you can. There are no guarantees we'll definitely see more of the pie collection in the future, but the skin creator will try. And I think we might see like a vending machine eventually at some point. So keep an eye on the workshop at the very least, but yeah, you could probably still do like a $1.50 barder. Hypersar, you've only got barders going up to like 90 cents. No, that's not retaining its price. It didn't sell that much though. It's only just about reached 6,000 subscribers. Hopping back over to here, could it be vulnerable to manipulation? Yeah, everything's vulnerable to manipulation. Everything is vulnerable to manipulation, but the skins with much lower subscriber counts tend to be the best targets. There's only so many of them in circulation. Very easy to pick up, get the majority of quantity, and then inflate the values. So keep an eye on that. We'll see what happens next, but it's not something you can fully rely upon. There's plenty of other skins in the exact same position that could easily get pounced on in the future. So, all right, fair enough. You could just probably stick with doing like a $1.50 barder, get that for $1 cheaper. Over to here, Clan Base Sheet Metal. Well, same thing pretty much. Not enough people convinced it's going to be doing all right. As I said, it really didn't look like the collection was even in that demand. So barders have only gone up to about 80 cents, and here we are. So is this retaining its price? No. This definitely doesn't look like it's going to be retaining its price. So back over to here, looking at the door, it only just about has reached 10,000 subscribers, and yet even then, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing a lot more sheet metal doors this year. I won't be surprised if it's going to struggle to keep, maintain interest. But if we really do have a bit of a drought with sheet metal doors this year, maybe it does work out nicely. And again, will the skin creator put out a collection continuation anytime soon? Keep an eye on the workshop. I'm sure he's cooking something. Or he's on vacation, I don't know. So out of everything, it's just a revolver that's looking very appealing. Will we see more revolvers this year? Or is that it? Maybe it's just that one. So I'll reiterate my words. With this revolver, you really don't want to sell it immediately. Wait until the summer, see how things are around then. Chances are we'll probably have a lot more Black Ops skins by then, whether it's weapons or, clothing and armour, potentially deplorables, we shall see. But the more the merrier, especially for this. This does appear to be a weapon collection that could do better. I know the AK has gone down in price, but it also looks like it's not going down that much lower anymore. And a lot of skins, do appear to have reached their low points already. So low points for the Easter period. So of course we still have like April to go, but quite a lot of skins do appear to have reached a low point around February. So we had the very nice high points in January, post-Christmas, then they go down, and then some of them actually starting to go up slightly. Is that going to keep on going from here and now? Or will it actually just kind of start going back down again, and then we reach a new low point some point around April time? Prices aren't down super bad. They're actually doing pretty good, but we'll see how this looks and progresses. I'll be keeping an eye on it, but go look at your inventories. Go double check and make sure if those prices are actually still going down and whatnot. Because if you're looking to make some purchases, you've got to make those considerations now. Probably wouldn't hurt to consider doing it. Right then, so that's all been said and done. What will we see with tomorrow's Rust store? Could it be a lot of typical picks, skins you'd normally see in the top picks list set up by TGG, that German guy? Still convinced we'll surely see B cosplay tier 2, right? Like, are we actually going to get more B-related skins being accepted? Because there's so many options provided, but to only see one large box skin? Are you kidding me? I need my village small box with the chickens and whatnot. Come on now, look at how homely and cute it is. So yeah, you got all these honey large boxes. Maybe they don't want honey large box, they need a baby hippo large box. Or perhaps we could potentially see the beginnings of a brand new storage collection. Haven't had one of those in about 2 or 3 years. Mr. Vase is cooking. He is cooking something pretty interesting. Anime girls. So yeah, plenty of interesting furnaces. If there were a perfect time for a chef furnace, it would have been the cooking update. But no, pie. Rainbow pony chair, could you be the one? We shall see. What else we got? We got like the all or nothing rug right there. We've also seen the sloth sheep matador, more bee-related skins. Plenty of options, but what will actually be accepted? I have no idea. What about the bee rock? Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, I can't forget about this. The fork sword. Yes, I'm going to prod them. Perfect stainless steel sword. Yes, we got the stainless steel one right there. There you go. Yeah, the prodder. Right then. So yes, that is a wrap. That is everything that needs to be said. Plenty of interesting skins right there. And with the newest batch of skins, we've seen some very, very, very interesting designs, I guess you could say. Have we had a vending machine so far this year? No? Maybe soon. What are your thoughts in regards to that? Yeah, a lot more anime skins have been produced. But overall, plenty of interesting designs right there. And if you want to be up to date with all the new skin submissions, you should consider watching my Rust Workshop skin checks for March 11, 2025. All collection continuations are chaptered right there. Very easy to navigate. And you also noticed something right there, didn't you? What is this? Have you been keeping an eye on the commits? It's actually been kind of quiet. It's just mostly talking about tigers, fixes, crocodiles, the occasional talk about foliage for the brand new jungle update. But this is new. A special promo item set up for linking a Discord account in-game. Well, looks like we might be getting something for absolutely free, and it's not hard to do that, is it? So what's it going to be? Some sort of weird Discord logo thing? A lot of people here have said they'd love to see the headset again, but with a Discord logo instead. That'd be cool. No one would complain about that. But I'm sitting here thinking it's going to probably either just be like a hoodie, a door, or maybe like a plushie that gives comfort. Or maybe another computer desk. That'd be interesting. That would actually be interesting if they did that. Do you remember the last one we got? That was the special Twitch one where you had to subscribe to someone. You had to give 2 subs on a random Twitch account. That was not last year's Christmas, but the year before that. A lot of people turned up and gifted me a lot of stuff. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for all of that, by the way. So, okay, cool. We have no idea what to expect, but time will tell. And one thing I can sit here and say is thank you very much for 8,700 subscribers. I just passed that, so very grateful for that. Much appreciated. And yeah, that is basically it. So one final look, because someone did inform me of this. When I'm looking at all these skins, I am considering probably buying some ultramarine boots and gloves and some of the hoodie and pants here. I did not give a price suggestion for the fallen hoodie and pants. I do apologise about that, but it's going to be 80 cents to 90 cents for them as well. The possibility of continuations is just simply too strong. So yes, for that one as well, 80 cents to 90 cents, exactly like the ultramarine boots and gloves. And regardless, I am very likely to go buy some for myself. Yes, they might sell just a little bit more compared to the tier 2. That's fine. It's not a thing to worry about. So as long as you get those continuations, it's so good. Right then, so that is it. That's a wrap. So best of luck with you and your investments. Let's see what gets accepted tomorrow. I will be on stream. We're doing a very stupid, silly little only app challenge on the Art of Rust server. I'll have it all linked in the chat, by the way, when you turn up tomorrow. We're going to get a lot of people in, and Mr. Micro has produced an only up challenge course where it's kind of hard. How good is your jumping? How good is your platforming? Come test it out. We have a wonderful challenge map for you to consider taking part whilst we wait for the Rust rotation tomorrow. And with that, it's a wrap. So thank you very much for watching me. I'm very grateful. Bye. I can't speak words anymore. There, go away.